Okay, I don't know how many times I've tried to record this, but like anything with a startup, everything is pretty iterative. So, without further ado, I introduce you to your consideration of joining the Framewrk founding team. And I really messed up on those multiple F's earlier, but it's okay. Hakuna Matata, here we are together. So let's jump into the agenda for this presentation. I'm going to inspire you once, and then I'm going to try to inspire you again, and then we're going to get into this whole thing about empowering entrepreneurs. Now, here's where our business is going. So I figure it makes sense to start with the vision. What our end goal is and what success looks like. The goal is global economic empowerment. If you look around you, there's probably nothing except the air you breathe that is not a business. And I'm sure someone will find a way one day to charge you for the air you breathe. But entrepreneurship is the lifeblood of societies and economies. In this country alone, entrepreneurship or small businesses make up 44% of our gross domestic product. Now imagine helping millions of entrepreneurs all across the world scale their organizations. Right now, with our platform, we charge $30 a month, and that's with limited mobile app features, so we have a long road ahead of us. What our goal is over the next 18 months is really to revamp the mobile app features, launch our web application, because you can do a lot greater or do more beautiful and bountiful things for entrepreneurs on a tablet or on desktop computers than you can a mobile phone. And then ultimately create new revenue streams that drive our growth and the sustainability of our business. And actually, I shouldn't even say that. It drives the growth of our business, because sustainability and growth, I hate it when people said sustainable growth in college because it's an oxymoron. Anyways, over the next 5 years, our target is really to support 1 million entrepreneurs. And if we extrapolate a few numbers, right, we take $30 per month times 1 million entrepreneurs. That puts us at $30 million in monthly recurring revenue. And let's just do a standard 10x multiple, which is usually a small back-of-the-napkin way of getting a valuation. $30 million a month in recurring revenue is $360 million a month in annual recurring revenue. At a 10x multiple, that puts us at a $3.6 billion valuation. Now, we project that out 7 years. The goal is to support 9 million entrepreneurs, and I will let you do the math on that to see what type of opportunity we have, not only from an impact perspective, but also from a profitable one. I'm going to take a swig of water. Now, I hope you did those numbers in your head. Here's where we are. A mobile and desktop platform that helps small businesses scale at lower cost. And if you haven't had a chance to watch some of the videos online about our mobile product and our web product and some of the features that we have, check our YouTube page out and check our website out. Or just download the app yourself at testframewrk.com and play around with it a little bit and get an actual visceral and experiential feel for what we're building and what we have built to date. Now, when you download the mobile app, a consultant bot will start to ask you questions and provide you with diagnostics so we can get an understanding of exactly where your business is at or where the small business owner's business is at. Those diagnostics and those questions help us identify or create curated roadmaps for small business owners. So a roadmap of what to do first, second, and third, right? And that includes videos to watch, articles, plans to create, templates or downloadable templates like financial modeling and things of that nature. And then finally, within the mobile app, clients were able to invite others into the ecosystem to build businesses together, and we introduce entrepreneurs together. So I want to tie this back to the first piece where the consultant bot asks questions. Questions are really the one thing that we have to do really, really well. Ask smarter and smarter questions so we understand, one, how to connect people to the right resources, but two, how to connect entrepreneurs together in these micro communities that we call mastermind groups. And that's something very, very special that we'll be optimizing for over these next 18 months to really drive our engagement, our value delivery to small business owners, and ultimately our expansion in terms of who subscribers are and how many subscribers we can generate over the next 18 months. Now, we'll continue on where we are from a tertiary perspective, our market, our product, and our traction. From a market perspective, we're seeing unprecedented volumes of startups applying to accelerators like Techstars and 500 Startups and Y Combinator. But there are a lot of startups who don't get accepted into those, and those are our customers. We see this energy and this effort from corporate investments and government investments and VC investments into small businesses all across the globe. And we'd like to support that as these companies not only get funded, but get believed in so they can actually grow and make significant impacts across the globe and across time. let's move on to our product. Right now, we have our mobile app launched. It has a 5-day free trial, and after those 5 days are up, it converts into a $29 per month subscription. We also have our web app MVP that's tied to that, but we have a lot of work to do on both fronts, which is really why we need our founding team, to build and to grow with us over time. I'm going to take another swig of water before we jump into traction. Now, where we are from a traction perspective, 1,500 beta testers. We have 20,000 small business owners who have signed up for this platform and wanted upon full launch. We have $30,000 in pre-sales from people who said, hey, look, I will give capital now to get this or to get grandfathered into this when it actually launches before everyone else gets access to it. We've won 2 grants, one from NC Idea, which is the largest foundation in North Carolina committed to entrepreneurship, and another one from Fifth Third Bank. What's interesting about the Fifth Third Bank grant is that we talked with them about white labeling Framewrk and marketing their small business checking accounts to small business owners on the platform. Now, we have to be very cognizant about how we use Framewrk as a lead generation funnel for larger corporations, but it does show early indication that we'll be able to partner with larger corporations in order to drive value for not only our users to get them services and products that they actually need, but also large corporations who have tons of money to support their marketing efforts, but also their support efforts for small business owners. You even think about the opportunity with venture capitalists where they're trying to increase the quality of their deal flow and can use Framewrk as an intermediary to qualify the investments that they're about to make, and then see what small business owners are doing on our platform to connect them with higher opportunity or higher value opportunities as investments. And then finally, we're in an Ernst & Young accelerator, which we'll get into later, but that's been absolutely phenomenal for us, where we get access to consultants and access to real brand champions for us and introductions to these larger corporations. We're funded by one of the most prolific investors in the game. He's invested in over 100 startup investments. He's a true champion of the companies he's invested in. He's committed to this round as well as subsequent rounds, and he has significant belief in us, our mission, and into this opportunity. Now, here's who we need, and it's you. We're looking for a lead engineer, a product manager, a growth director, and a lead designer. And you can take a look at these role descriptions and role significance and why you're so significant. But I invite you to check out more on our page, weframewrk.com, so you can identify exactly what the roles entail, what a week in the life with Framewrk looks like, where our product is at right now. But I'd really just like to canvas that whether you're coming in as a lead engineer, a product manager, a growth director, or a lead designer, the commitment really is to economic empowerment. And my commitment really is to you and you as a holistic human being. So I have no doubt that we will advance and improve the world. But I'd like to make sure that you feel supported, that you feel connected to what your actions are. And that means seeing what your designs and ideas are connected to the end impact on our clients and the impact on our metrics and as we grow as a company financially and organizationally. But please know this, that I'm around for us to have a conversation with, and that's all it is in terms of kicking it off, is a conversation and understanding if you're really committed to economic empowerment, and then I become committed to you. So here's what you'll have in your toolkit if you decide to join the Framewrk founding team and if we align. First is our relationship with Ernst & Young, where we have access to consultants across all levels of the organization who are champions of our brand and champions of our mission. We're in this program that gives us access to other small businesses who are test clients of ours and who we can interview and conduct focus groups with. There is the opportunity to get introductions to larger corporations who ultimately become clients of ours. And you think about Ernst & Young as a potential acquisition partner where we're moving small businesses from survival mode to scale mode. And we think that will be opportune for any large consultancy to say, hey, look, we'd love to work with you, or we'd love to potentially buy your organization because you have so many clients that you've cultivated over time and have used some of the methodologies and practices that larger consultants employ. The second thing that you'll have access to in your toolkit are really our advisors and investors. And these are industry experts across consulting, finance, and economics, and we have regular touch points with them. We're a very organized and structured organization. You'll have access to Actualized Partners, which is a machine learning firm focusing on connecting us with engineers who can help us deploy our machine learning protocols in the mastermind groups and in our Q&A services, which our consultant bot is specializing in. And then finally in your toolkit, Uh, in your toolkit, you'll have access to Pillsbury Law, which provide us with free legal services. And I'll say this, it's not on this slide, but finally, what you'll have access to your toolkit is me as an advocate of you, as an advocate of what we're building, and as someone who will go to bat for you every single day with our investors, our advisors, with our partners, and with our clients that we're serving. The next steps are for you to get in touch and for us to interview each other and make it a really conversational experience and understand what our experiences are historically, what we desire to see from this world, but also what we desire to create in this world. We'll go through the potential hiring process, and if we begin to work together, I will send you a letter that I send to all of the people that we work with, which is really about, it's separated into two segments. It's about economic empowerment and our goals over the next 10 to 15 years. And then our 6 centers. It's an analysis on just the different aspects of us from a physical level, an emotional level, a social level, and what our relationship with ourselves is and what our relationship with the external world is. And after reviewing that letter and you and I aligning, I'll create an individualized growth plan for you that we'll agree to, because I'd like to make sure that you're being built holistically as a human and not just as a person who's in a company. We'll go through onboarding and collaborate on your role. And then we'll take a market deep dive, really understanding what this small business landscape looks like right now and how it's going to transform over time and what our role in that transformation is like. We'll ultimately follow that up with our strategy as Framewrk, and that's across the different market landscapes that we have. We will facilitate some introductions to our partners like Ernst & Young, our investors and advisors, our legal team, and actualized partners. And then we'll be on our way to economic empowerment and executing on that. So I invite you to get in touch. And you can do that a myriad of ways. You can visit weframewrk.com and see my information. Email me at david@framewrkagency.com. You can call me or text me, or you can send a carrier pigeon my way. But please text me before you do that so I can actually send you the right address, because I'm pretty sure they don't have sound or smell. I guess that's echolocation, not sound location, or smell location. I don't even know what that is. Maybe nasal location, whatever. I really look forward to working with you. Get in touch, and let's talk soon. Thanks.